What's happening, everybody? It's K2 from the United Souls crew. We're here doing a episode rewind on episode 8. Now we create. This is a fun one. We are getting out there now, out further into the desert, leaving the Integratron, working our way out to Joshua Tree. This is one of our favorite camp spots. We went to Jumbo Rock in Joshua Tree, the perfect space to get creative and just kind of re-energize ourselves. This was the first time where we made our official United Souls tie-dyes. Each time we finished a section, we would make tie-dyes to kind of, that would help us along the way. We would get donations for our tie-dyes along with music that we were making and art prints. We would have stuff that we would trade, barter, get money from, but making tie-dyes kind of became our thing at the end of each section. Each time we completed a different color, we would add that to the tie-dye. So for this section, it was just red tie-dyes. And then for the next section, we'd do red and orange, red, orange, and yellow, and we would add a new color every time we completed a section. And as I was saying, this first section is from Venice Beach to Las Vegas. So we're still about a week away from our final destination, but we had Coachella coming up next, so we wanted to make a whole bunch of shirts because we knew we were going to be around a whole bunch of people. We were really excited about that because, up until now, we've met some people on the sides of the roads or met some people at smaller campgrounds and talked to some people in their yards or as we were kind of going through. But going to Coachella, we knew was going to be our first time we'd be surrounded by thousands and thousands of people. We'd be able to share our stories, share what we were doing, inspire one another, and we were able to do just that. So, so we had a lot of fun making tie-dyes. I hope you enjoy some of those clips. Each one of us had kind of our own style. We, kind of made our styles up as we went and kind of perfected our styles, again, as the walk went on, and we kept doing these tie-dyes. But we had a lot of fun with the first one. We just kind of experimented with lots and lots of rubber bands to see what kinds of things would come out. I wonder if any of our friends in the United States still have their tie-dyes out there. I know I still have a couple of my tie-dyes in my drawer somewhere. So this is kind of a detour going down to Coachella because we were going to have to come back through Joshua Tree and really back past Giant Rock again, and then to get out towards Baker and Barstow. But like I said, we really wanted to go down to Coachella. It was happening right on our anniversary of our 1 month being on the road. One of our favorite bands was playing Tool. And on top of that, I mentioned a little bit in the last rewind that this band Tool had actually was inspired to write a song about a crazy experience that had happened to us at Giant Rock maybe about a year before this walk. But so with that story, which again I get into a lot more detail when I got interviewed for a podcast, and you can go back to those episodes and find the link to that podcast where I talk a little bit more about that experience. I talk about how then that experience led to being heard by the band Tool, and then how they wrote a song on this new album about that experience. And at this concert at Coachella was the same weekend that this new Tool album was actually being released. So the new Tool album was out. We had a song on there that we inspired, which was just so mind-blowing to have that happen as a fan of a band and to be a part of their story and share one of your stories and have them be inspired to make music around that. I mean, it doesn't make sense. That's just part of this magic in the world that we all live in. It's hard to put into words when things like that happen. Those are priceless moments, things and experiences that, you couldn't put a price on, and I think for us, this walk had so many priceless experiences like that. And just going to Coachella was another one of these priceless experiences where everything came together. We met so many amazing people, but we rolled up to the campground. We set up all of our instruments. We set up all of our art, lined up our tie-dyes, and, just kind of became a home base hub for creativity that weekend. Just had waves of artists and musicians and just people to talk to that came in that we shared our story, listened to their stories. And yeah, we, you know, and again, as I'm talking about this magical, mystical journey, we didn't have tickets to get into this festival. We didn't, uh, we just kind of showed up and figured, let's just see if we can get in there. And we said, hey, if we just end up walking around the parking lot all night, that's fine enough too, because we were just having fun talking to people at this point, and just we're just doing our daily thing of just walking around, hanging out, meeting people, talking, sharing some creativity, some music, some art, and but in that flow, you can see in the episode, there's a clip of a guy. He's reading our press release. And he's saying, join the United Souls as they walk across the country, spreading love, peace, and creativity. That guy right there, he was instrumental in letting us, kind of directing us to the path to just, for all 6 of us, I guess, to just straight walk in there. I mean, it was, again, everything kind of aligned, and we just wandered ourselves right on into the festival. And it was perfect timing too, because right when we got there, it was right before the 2 bands that we wanted to see, which was Massive Attack and Tool, were getting ready to play. So we got there just in time. We were able to kind of get settled and then just take in those 2 great sets from 2 amazing bands. And, that was pretty much it for us. And then we kind of headed out of there and began heading back up to where we had just come from and go back up towards Giant Rock so that we could head out towards Baker and Barstow and make our way to Las Vegas. We still got one more episode to kind of close everything out. It's probably about another week's worth of walking to get through this last part of kind of the hardest part of just a long stretch of desert. We made a couple stops along the way, but this, like I said, this Coachella festival marked our 30th day, because I remember when Tool played, it was April 30th, and 30 days on the road. So thanks everybody for stopping by for this quicker, a little shorter rewind episode, just a solo episode with just myself, Rocco, Cam. Hopefully they're going to be back here next week when we close out section 1. Going to see if we can get any more special guests as we close out section 1. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram. You can look us up, United Souls of Awareness. On our Instagram, we're putting lots of pictures up from our walk, some that I'm kind of finding in the archives that have never even been seen. So make sure you check out our Instagram page. Stay inspired. Keep walking. Taking it one step at a time, putting one foot in front of the other. You're going to get there in the end. I really hope this adventure is inspiring you as much as it continues to inspire us. Peace and love. We'll catch you next week.